Worn & Wound and Timex teamed up. What could be better than that? I really love all of the limited editions that Worn & Wound come out with. There's a bunch of guys there who love watches, and you could really see that in all of the limited editions that they make. So they came out with a collaboration with Timex, a limited edition of only 500 per colorway. And of course, I bought one. I bought the green black dial, and I am super excited to show it to you guys today. I think it's an amazing value for a very good looking 37 millimeter dress watch. So here it is. This is the Worn & Wound Timex limited edition that literally came out just a few days ago. I immediately ordered one when I saw it. I fell in love with this green dial version, and it came very quickly, so I have it here today for a little bit of a hands-on view at it. So this is the green dial version, as I mentioned. They call it a green black. It's sort of a green slate dial in that center portion that's textured, and then you have an outer portion that is in a green color. There are applied indices that sort of cross over the two sections of the dial. It only says Timex on the dial. That is the only information that you get on the front of this watch. I think that's a really good idea, and I'm glad that they did that. That center portion is textured. You have sort of a waffle texture on there. Looks very good. It's a little hard to see from far away. When you look at it close up, obviously, you can see it really good, and I'll do close up so you can see what I am talking about. All stainless steel case. It is a hand wound movement, and there were some questions around what movement would actually be in this watch, and it turns out it is the Seagull TY6. It's actually a very good thing because that means it does hack and there is no ghost 8 position. So there you go. This does not have a ghost 8 position and it does hack, and obviously the TY6 is a hand wound movement, and it winds actually very nice. This is a very nice movement, and I've only heard very good things about this movement. So very good that they used it in this watch as well. They've used this in Marlins as well and a few other of their watches. Very smart move. Now, this was inspired by a 1975 Q Timex. So that Q Timex would have been quartz. Obviously, they went the opposite route and used a hand wound movement, and it still only cost $199. So that's a really good price for a hand wound sort of dress watch is what I would call it, with a very nice 70s inspired look to it, especially the case, very 70s inspired. One of the things that I really love about this watch, besides the dial obviously, is the domed acrylic crystal. I was very surprised when I opened up the box at how domed this is and boxed. Really, really nice. It's actually a very thin watch, but actually is thicker because of that domed boxed crystal. Now, it doesn't wear thick, it just looks thicker because of that crystal. Look at that. It's really, really thick. Now, this is a 37 millimeter watch. I'll do measurements really quickly. It's basically spot on at 37 millimeters. I've measured it a few times and I've gotten 37.4, 37.6. So it's a little bit bigger than that, but not much, 37.5, depending on how you actually grab it. The width here is a little bit under 12 millimeters thick, but if you actually grab it at just the case, it's around 9 millimeters thick, about 10, somewhere around that neighborhood. So that acrylic crystal does add a lot of thickness to it. But again, it doesn't wear thick. It just looks thicker. It's not. So about 5 millimeters at the crown. And then I believe it was around a 43 millimeter lug span. So this is going to wear very nice on a lot of wrists. Some might think it's a little bit small, but I think it actually wears really very nicely. You have a 20 millimeter lug span. So basically you could put any strap you want on this watch. But one other thing that I love about the watch is this strap. I really, really like it a lot. It's very soft. It's leather lined, and it looks like something that would be a, like a smoking jacket or something like that, material that they would use to make like a casual sports coat of some sort. It feels really nice, and I think they did a great job with it. Also, you have some vintage stitching right here in a cream color, which looks really good. Awesome watch, and I am very excited about it. The hands on here, those are black, and then you have some red accents in those hands. That is not loom, so there is no loom on this watch. That would have been nice, but I could see why they went with no lume on here. It's more of a dress watch, and that's probably the reason why they did that. Also, you have a second hand that is in a tan color, and you have a little bit of red on there. The hands themselves are blackened, and those are stick hands. Very quickly, I'm going to throw it on my wrist, and then we'll wrap up the video. I want to show you this 37 millimeter watch on my 7.5 inch wrist. Today, I'm wearing a watch that is 37, no, this is 39 millimeters, I think. Definitely wears bigger than this watch, but this is my Omega Seamaster 300 1957 reissue. Just an incredible watch and a very cool watch, but here is the Timex on my 7.5 inch wrist. Now, I've been buying a lot of Timex recently, and I kind of hesitated for about a second when I saw this watch. I was like, should I be buying so many Timexes? But I decided to get it because I just thought it was really cool. And this is one that I will keep. Like a lot of Timex I end up not keeping, but this one I will definitely keep because first off, it's a limited edition with worn and wound. I really like worn and wound. I think the guys there, they really like watches, and when they design something like this, they put something together like this, they really think it through, and I think they thought this watch really well. Thought it out really well is what I should say. And there you go on my 7.5 inch wrist. It fits awesome. You can see what I'm saying. It does not wear thick at all. It wears perfect. It really snug to the wrist and looks really good. All in all, a great design, and congratulations to Worn and Wound. I think this will sell out if it hasn't already, but we'll see. That's really it. Guys, tell me what you think in the comments down below. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of this watch? What do you think of Worn and Wound? What do you think of this collaboration? I gotta say, they did a really good job for this price. $199 is an excellent price for a very good looking vintage inspired watch. If you're into this look, it's really a no-brainer for $199. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. Please follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is WatchChrisBlog, all one word. I have some links in the description. Those links are to Amazon. If you click those links and buy anything, it helps support the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra. However, I very much appreciate it. Anyway, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.